Hi there, welcome to Sweet Spot TV, presented by McDonald's. This is your Sweet Spot blogger, David Schoenfield. I'm your senior writer, Eric Karabell. Today's topic, the best catcher in baseball. Who is it? Here are your four options. Obviously, you know all these names. There's no Kelly Shafik on here, though. Buster Posey, Yadier Molina, Joe Mauer, and Matt Wieters. We're going to talk about Posey first, since he got the big bucks and a big contract last week. How good is Posey? Is he the best catcher in baseball?
He has to be. He's the reigning MVP, huge numbers offensively, in a tough park to hit in, Eric, and he's caught 2 World Series winning pitching staff. That counts for something.
Really? It didn't help Pat Borders much. So being on a World Series winner helps his resume there. He's obviously a great hitter, but he's only been in the league a couple of years. He's the best catcher right now.
If you're talking 2013, he is the guy I want. And remember, he plays a tough park to hit in. 17 of his 24 home runs last year came on the road. His numbers were great despite a tough place to hit. And defensively, he's pretty solid, 30% throwing out base runners, a little better than league average, solid defensively, great hitter. He's
obviously, yeah, but he also hit .433 against left-handed pitching last season, which is clearly unsustainable, and his second half numbers were also unsustainable. Catchers can't do that every year. They get fatigued. They run out of gas as the season goes on. I think his whole season's a little unsustainable. I think you can make a great case that he's the best catcher, but a couple years ago, the obvious best catcher in baseball was Joe Mauer. He got a lot of money for a long time, and look what happened to him, and there's talk like Posey that Mauer might end up at a new position. But last season, Mauer did great, right? I mean, he gets on base, not a lot of power.
Yeah, it's interesting. Mauer almost has become underrated. You know, he hasn't repeated that big MVP season when he hit all the home runs, but he's solid defensively, gets on base, the most important skill you can have as a hitter. The one thing that puts Mauer down is he's got to prove he can catch 100 games again. Only started 72 games behind the plate last year. So let's see if he's durable enough to be compared to Buster Posey.
All right. Well, I mean, Posey, durable. I mean, how many years has Posey been durable? 2? I mean,
okay, he had the broken leg, but that was kind of a fluke injury. I don't.
Well, runners are still going to run into him. All right, let's talk Matt Wieters of Baltimore now. Switcher, obviously, guy's got a lot of power here. But how good is he going to be? Do you expect he could hit more home runs than all these guys really soon? But do you like him to become the best catcher soon?
Yeah, the interesting thing is this the year he breaks out? You know, we look at his numbers. He improved, you know, the second half of the season last year. The Orioles are sort of counting on him to make that leap forward as a hitter that we all expected when he was coming up. Defensively, he's terrific, maybe the best in the American League. But until he proves he can hang with Posey as a hitter and Mauer as a hitter, he's one step below.
Well, of course, Matt Wieters has never played in a World Series champion, so he can't possibly be the best catcher in baseball.
Not yet, Eric.
All right, now, Yadier Molina's won a World Series. He's won more than one. So, and this guy can hit. Last year, I don't think his numbers were a fluke. Defensively, best catcher of all time.
Well, I have an article up today that says he might be up there with Johnny Bench and Pudge Rodriguez as the best defensive catcher, but I think his offensive numbers last year may have been a little bit of a fluke. I know he's been getting better throughout his career. I just don't know if he's going to do that again. 315, 22 home runs, those are huge numbers. He catches, you know, 130 games a year. I just don't think he's going to repeat those monster numbers.
I don't know why you think you can't repeat that. I mean, he's been getting better every single year. He's not all that old. I mean, catchers develop their power later in life. Defensively, as you said, the best in the game. I mean, he's better than Posey. He's been on the World Series thing, so your argument there works.
2 rings, yes.
I think you can make the case easily that Yadier Molina is the best catcher in baseball.
It's a tough call. I agree. I'm going Posey. I love the offense. I think he's more of a sure thing at the plate. It's close, though.
A very nice argument here made by Sweet Spot blogger Dave Schoenfield, so check out his work, ESPN.com's baseball coverage. I'm Eric Karabell. That's Sweet Spot TV, presented by McDonald's. Enjoy your day.